8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not your MCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 824 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Woo, we got a whole lot of shit to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed your week. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I don't know if you're working or not today, celebrating Columbus Day, or Indigenous People Day, or only Christopher acknowledges Wallace. A lot of y'all motherfuckers trying to knock off your Biggie merch today. Salute to y'all, whatever. Hope y'all guys are doing something, I guess, productive on this day you don't celebrate. But I had a great weekend. Shout out to New York to hang out with my son. We went to see Venom, pretty good movie. Stick around for the post-credit scene. Then we went to Comic-Con. That was cool as fuck. It was probably like the first Comic-Con I didn't like do any research and reserve any panels to go check out. We were just walking around taking pictures of folks in costumes, copping comics, stuff like that. Met up with a couple of homies. He met up with one of his friends from high school. Met up with his uncle. Shout out to my boy Keith, seeing him over there. Yeah, it was just a dope time, man. Like, I can't wait for next year because I'm going to go Saturday and Sunday and make sure I bring enough money to get everything I wanted. I seen a Triptychon. Transformers. But enough of that. We got a lot of stuff to talk to. Let me sit up straight. Now, last week, I forgot exactly what day, but Dave Chappelle released his latest stand-up special on Netflix called The Closer. Man. I'm not going to say he offended everybody. Well, he said maybe 1 or 2 things about black women, a couple things about the Jews, Star Jews. He went on about the LGBT community and things of that nature, how they tend to bully people, try to get them canceled, you know, so I'm going to talk about that. So, which is called The Closer. Well, pretty much, he talks about a transgender woman that he befriended. I forgot her name. Sorry about that. And how at first he really didn't understand the whole thing or whatever. He may still understand, but he respects it. Respects people in general. Like, yeah, I'm gonna understand your changes or what you're going through, whatever. But I respect you as a human being. How he befriended this transgender woman who wanted to do comedy as well. Invited her to one of his stand-up shows, had her open up, meet people in the back, other comedians and stuff like that. And one thing that was funny to me, he said someone tried to crack a joke on her and asked if the curtain matches the drapes. And she said, no, I'm sorry, it's all hardwood floors. And stuff like that is funny to me because it's like, all right, you have a sense of humor. Because people always talk about equality and want to be treated equal, but how can you be treated equal if we can't even have fun and crack jokes on you, but you can crack jokes on us? I like that part of the skit. And he talks about how this transgender woman became cool with Dave, and the LGBT community didn't like that and bullied this woman, and she ended up killing herself. He also talks about how the baby was canceled for saying, if you're not out here sucking dick in the trailer, outside the parking lot, put your phones in the air. If you don't have any diseases that kill you like AIDS, put your hands in the air. Those are the actual comments he said. He didn't say the words gay, homosexual, faggot, or nothing. the LGBTQ community put that together themselves. But anyway, he spoke about how the baby killed a man in self-defense in Walmart, but wasn't canceled for that. But he was canceled for hurting the LGBTQ community. Now, also, I'm gonna bring it back. Nick Cannon said some things about the Jewish community, and they took that motherfucking show away. Now think about it. Stand-up comedians can talk about black men, black women. You could say nigga all day on records, on TV shows and whatnot, and no one would bat an eye. Nobody will get their show taken from them. No one will get traded from a team. No one will get suspended. Nobody will get fired. Remember the old boy who played for the Miami Heat? Myles, I believe his name is. He called someone a kike while he was playing PlayStation. I didn't even know that was a Jewish slur or whatever case may be. But he got traded immediately because the owners are Jewish. Interesting. There's people out here talking about canceling Dave Chappelle. Check this out. We ain't canceling Dave Chappelle. See, the problem is a lot of you new motherfuckers who just started liking Dave Chappelle, who wasn't there for the special Killing Them Softly, things of that nature. Y'all know his early other funny movies like all y'all new motherfuckers. This Dave Chappelle is not for y'all, okay? It's funny, a lot of y'all be talking about y'all want the Boondocks back. Riley Friedman says the word gay every 5 minutes. Y'all wouldn't want that either. If y'all want to be treated equal, we got to be able to crack jokes on y'all too. Hell, Kid Rock, Justin Bieber, Eminem, Chet Hanks all done said nigger publicly and no one batted an eye. Kid Rock calls his son nigger. He said he ain't never gonna stop saying nigger. Oh, my son is black, I can say nigger. Justin Bieber has a whole song. You can check for it on YouTube, it's still there. One last nigger. Remember that? But y'all still running around singing his bubblegum yum yum whatever song now. Y'all love that shit. Y'all love y'all some white motherfuckers who say the word nigger. Remember Eminem? Talking about black bitches and niggas and all that other shit. Y'all forgave him. Y'all love Eminem. He's your rap god. He's your rap god. Remember that. Oh, and Chet Hanks. Remember when he said he gonna say nigga whenever he feel like it? Until he got pressed and got his boots spanked? Google it. It's all factual. It's all out there. But y'all black women, y'all love y'all some Chet Hanks. Y'all love some pandering ass white motherfuckers. Hey, like what you like, I'm not mad. But these motherfuckers weren't canceled. Nobody batted an eye. None of them ever, I don't think, gave a real apology, nothing like that. And the same women, y'all same women, are quick to call a straight man gay or a bitch ass motherfucker, try to demasculate him, but in the same breath, defend the LGBT community. So why is calling a straight man a gay slur cool, but if someone uses it to someone who really is, it's problematic and homophobic? Wouldn't you be homophobic calling a straight person gay or a faggot or a homosexual? I know plenty of women who do that. Plenty. And have gay male friends and women and stuff like that as friends. So explain that to me. How is it cool calling a straight man gay, but you get upset if someone calls a gay person gay? Cause I remember I watched an interview with Kevin Samuels. He's like, the LGBT community, they choose who to attack. He said, because I'm not gay, but if I was, you would think they would come to my defense, or even that I'm not, you would think that they should, because of it being used in a negative tone, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, the Black Action whatever, some fucking faction I never heard of, I'm sorry, are calling for Netflix to pull it off the air. I doubt that's gonna happen. You ask Dave Chappelle how does he feel about it. He says, I don't care, I got paid already. You can't cancel a motherfucker who walked away from $50 million from Comedy Central. You can't. And I told motherfuckers this over and over and over. If you don't like something, don't watch it. Don't look for it. Because the amount of people who didn't like Kevin Samuels always seem to go and look for his videos. Why are you going to look for something that pisses you off and angers you? If I don't like someone or something, I don't talk about it, I don't talk about them, I don't go look for it on the internet. Think about it. If you don't like Dave Chappelle, why are you searching for him? Y'all motherfuckers weird, man. I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers weird. Hell, even when Drake did his blackface shit when that came out, no one batting an eye. He wasn't canceled. So save that cancel bullshit. You could say nigga, you could kill black people on TV, on YouTube or whatever. You could watch it getting choked out and all that stuff, but you say something about a Jewish person or a gay person, you will lose your job. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've seen it happen recently. I was going to bring this up later on after I speak on Kyrie, but let's get into it now. John Gruden. Oh man, John motherfucking Gruden. Last week, a leaked email was sent by the Raiders coach John Gruden. It was back in 2011. He called the National Football League Player Association president DeMaurice Smith. He said he had lips the size of Michelin tires. Tires are black. Black people are known for having succulent lips. That's why some white people get collagen put in them or whatever, get them fuller and bigger. Why is the discussion of this black man's lips on this email? Now here's my thing. If John Gruden was black and DeMaurice Smith was a white Jewish man and he made a comment about his body features or whatever that are stereotypically known to Jewish people, that man would be fired. And there's some people, coming to defense or just saying like, yo, I never seen this side of this, that, and the fourth. Look, Mike Tirico, who doesn't even think he's black, Tony Dungy said, hey, he apologized, move on, whatever. Me personally, I would probably just say, yo, that's how he feels, fuck him. Straight like that. I mean, it's already been said, or whatever, like, either take his apology or don't. But my thing is, fuck him. Straight up and down. Like, think about it. There was a black coach writing an email saying things like, yeah, such and such, this white reporter or whatever, her titties are X, Y, and Z, her ass is X, Y, and Z, he would probably be suspended. Oh, Me Too would be all over that motherfucker. You know it and I know it. Madness. Like think about it. Regardless of what the context of the email was about, why are you talking about this man's lips? That's what I want to know. Like, someone should ask him that. Why are you talking about this man's lips? Lord of mercy. We sticking to sports. Saturday. Well, you can say something like that. It came on at midnight, but technically not 9 o'clock in Vegas. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3. This was a good fucking fight. They went 11 rounds. Deontay Wilder got knocked out in the 11th. I believe he got knocked down in the second round by Fury. He knocked Fury down 2 times in the 4th. Then Fury knocked him down in the 7th. It was a good fight. Deontay started off with his jab early. I could be wrong. They were saying at first like something might have happened to his hand. It might have broken his hand. But I didn't stop him from fighting back. Tyson came in 273. Fury was 243. He came in nice and lean. So I pretty much think Tyson's strategy was hug him up. Because every time Deontay would tag him up, hug him up. lay on top of him. You know, tire his legs down or whatever. But it was a good fight. They was just throwing haymakers, hitting each other. And for those people saying saying Deontay Wilder can't fight, there's a reason why niggas 41-2 with 41 knockouts. He can fight. He might just be not as good as Fury. Like my man Doggy Diamond said, you're never going to hear me root for a white boxer over a black boxer and celebrate it. It was a good fight. Fury won. That's it. Like, we got to see who's up next, because Fury is number one. Alexander Usyk, the guy who beat Anthony Joshua, is now ranked number 2. So I'm assuming Tyson's gonna fight him to unify all the belts. You got Deontay Wilder and Joshua at number 3 and 4, but Joshua's about to exercise his rematch clause against Alexander. So we'll see. But on the real, Fury, he needs to relax, take some time off. You know what I'm saying? Take a break, enjoy this shit. Deontay Wilder get back in the gym, take on Anthony Joshua. We see what happens. Andy Ruiz is number 5. That could be a good fight for Wilder. Fuck it, why not? But that shit was a slugfest, man. That was one of the best fights I've seen in a long time. Matter of fact, the last fight I think I've seen that was that good, in my opinion, was probably Mayweather and Mosley. Yeah, because the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight was like, you know. Mayweather and Mosley, they were slugging it out. Sticking to sports. NBA players are fucking scamming. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta pull this up. It's on the website too. These 18 NBA players, former NBA players, NBA vets, were scamming the NLPA via health fraud, making fraudulent claims to doctors to get payouts and whatnot for damn near $4 million in payouts. Now I'm gonna read it verbatim right now. Terrence Williams, Allen Anderson, Anthony Allen, former Lakers Shannon Brown, Will the Thrill Bynum from Chicago, Ronald Glenn Big Baby Davis, Christopher Douglas Roberts, Melvin Eli, Jamario Moon from DC, Darius Myles, oh Lord, you know from the Knuckleheads podcast, former Los Angeles Clipper, Milton Palacio, Ruben Patterson, aka the Kobe Stopper, like the Fed's about to stop you, nigga, Eddie Robertson, Gregory Smith, Sebastian Telfair, who can't catch a break because he stayed catching cases, Jesus Christ, Charles Watson Jr., Antoine Wright, and Anthony Roten have all been charged for attempting to defraud the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan of nearly $4 million. And Terrence Williams' wife, no, that's not his wife, Tony Allen's wife, I believe, Desiree Allen, was also named as a defendant. I believe Tony Allen was a part of it too if I didn't name him, but yeah. Hold on, let me double check. No, that's not Tony. Yep, Tony Allen. I'm bugging because I'm thinking Tony, but Anthony is short for Tony. But yeah, the ringleader is said to be former NBA player Terrence Williams, who played 4 years in the NBA. He would allegedly supply false invoices to support the fraudulent claims in exchange for kickback payments that total to at least $200K. And here's how they fucked up. They would do shit like say, hey, I was at the dentist January 3rd in Hollywood, root canal. They would file the same thing for like 4 or 5 different people. And one of the guys put in a claim for something, and he was actually overseas playing basketball that day. That's how they fucked up. Using the same shit for multiple players. How dumb can you be? No dumber than Terrence Allen. Jesus Christ. Oh, no dumber than Terrence Williams. I'm sorry. Hell, no dumber than all these motherfuckers. Was it worth it? These are Fed charges. And yes, I know, $4 million. The NBA is a $1 billion industry. But you got to think about it. What if more motherfuckers start doing this? And this is bad because you have players who actually need this and depend on this kind of shit after the league, after those big checks stop coming in. Excuse me. It's nasty, man. We'll see what happens. I think by last Thursday, all of them were taken into custody. Well, that's some serious shit. Sticking to the NBA. Kyrie Irving. Oh, he a slick motherfucker, man. Look. He will be allowed to practice at the Nets facility, which is owned by HSS, Hospital Special Surgery, because it's a private entity, meaning he doesn't have to be vaccinated or need a PCR rapid test or whatever the case may be. Private entity, he could come in and practice as long as he wants. And Jay Williams alluded to the Nets having some people in power in Brooklyn, you know, like Brooklyn borough presidents, lobbyists, lawmakers, who may be able to give Kyrie an exemption to play in the Barclays Center. And I kind of see where Kyrie is coming from and other players. Like I mentioned before, visiting, if a player isn't vaccinated, they can play in your arena. But if a player for the home team isn't vaccinated, they can't play in their arena. It's ass backwards, and that's the loophole. Now, if it was everyone has to be vaccinated, regardless of home team, away team, different story. So I can understand that. And like I said before about people counting other motherfuckers' money, stop it. That's what women do, man. There's people saying shit like, yo, he shouldn't get paid for X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the fourth. I'm like, yo, why are you worrying about if they should pay him or not? See, this is the thing. You motherfuckers are mad you ain't got fuck you money, like I said before. You're mad you're not as good as your job as Kyrie is good as his job. Because I guarantee you, if you were as good at your job as Kyrie is good as his job, you can do the same thing. Plain and simple. He can retire from the job in BI if you want to get vaccinated. We can't. You know what I'm saying? So, don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you should be happy he's doing it. Because that means if some other shit happens, they want to put out a new type of vaccine booster on top of the booster, you can say, nah, F that. Because think about if the whole league did that. What would have happened? They'd be like, all right, well, fuck it. Because think about it. Last year, there was no vaccine. All folks was doing was taking COVID tests, and that's that. In the bubble, same thing. Just COVID tests. Last year, motherfucker gets sick, gets quarantined. I have friends right now who are super, super pro-vaccine, right? But all last year, they was going to events, indoor, outdoor, crowded as fuck. Mask or no mask. But now they're super pro-vaccine. Look, I don't care what you do. Pro, anti, enjoy yourself, man. Like, just be safe. Hell, Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics has COVID-19 right now, and he's vaccinated. And he still has to miss games now. So, what does that say? Oh well, I always say, better them than me. I hope y'all seen BMF. Oh, it's getting real nasty. It's getting real nasty out here. So, I'm going to keep it quick. Meech and T put 2 and 2 together and make 5 and figured out that Lamar was the one that shot T and probably got Fennell up out of there. Fennell's the dude that was in Snowfall who got raped. That's not funny. Rape isn't funny. Bad Chuck. You don't want to get canceled for that. But yeah. And also Lamar is back at Monique's crib. Me tried to go over there and warn her like, yo, be careful, this, that, and the fourth. Then Lamar comes to the door like, yeah, what's up, nigga? Yeah, what up? So it's about to be on. It's about to be on. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you know J-Mo, he got killed by, I think his name is Busy or something like that. And it turns out the girl is working for Lamar. So I got a feeling when shit hit the fan and like the stash get robbed, homeboy, she gonna get homeboy to take the fall. It's gonna be interesting. Oh man, oh man. Interesting. But yeah, guys, I know it was a little bit longer than usual episode. I was thinking I was gonna end up going like 45 minutes, but I think it's damn near 30 minutes and whatnot. But check out that Dave Chappelle stand-up, The Closer. Give me your feedback, your comments below. You know what I'm saying? It's good dialogue to have. At the end of the day, if everyone's to be treated equal, take the jokes. And one good point he made, he was arguing with a transgender woman in the club, and they were getting tough with him, saying, wanting to fight. And then as soon as he said, all right, let's go, they got on their phone and became just a regular white person again and started calling the police. See, that's the thing. Regardless, white gays, white transgender are treated differently from the black gays and black transgender. And that's what some of them need to realize. It's just like women's suffrage. It was for white women, not for black women. But anyway, man. Do I even have a before I let go? Hey, before I let go, shit, check out Dave Chappelle, The Closer. So we could talk about this shit again. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty good. It was a pretty good stand up. I didn't want to make it too much of a spoiler and talk about all the jokes, but give y'all something to talk about in the comments and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And like I always say, like, share, subscribe, and comment. God is good. God is great. Thank God my paper's straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Black men don't cheat. Get the tea in the shop. I'm out.